It's a good tool. Right, let's have a look at a step-by-step tutorial. We're going to start looking at writing content. Okay, so we're thinking about writing our content now. How to choose the right genre and topic for your book that will give you the best possible chance of success. So this is the first part, is we need to think of our genre. So if we just hand these around, could you pass these around to everybody? Thank you very much. The bottom ones might not be stapled, so there's just 2 sheets to each one. These are just examples of book genres. Now, for the people watching on the DVD versions, you'll be able to find these in the dossier, which I'll give it a link for tomorrow, and you can download them and have a copy of them. Now, basically, these are just sample book genres. Now, I would work through these and start looking for different kind of ideas, and some that maybe stand out at you. Why do you think I'm choosing these? Where do you think I've taken these from? Amazon, absolutely. So we pick them on Amazon because that's the place where predominantly we're going to be selling lots of books. So the first step, so write it down, your first step is to choose your genre. And you have to get your genre right because it needs to be something that you know about. I mentioned earlier on about credibility and authority, having some background about writing in different sections. So obviously my genre of book would be with regards to careers or self-help. So you need to deliberately go through this process and write them down. You can also go onto Amazon and search in books and have a look at the categories, because what we need to do later on once we've got our book or we're putting it on pre-order is make sure that we categorize the book correctly. So this will help for all of the ranking process that we want to go through. So this is just some different categories. You've got the main key ones there which I want you to keep hold of and have a look at. And you might find that there's a number of different categories that you have ideas for getting your books out there. So obviously self-help, motivational, careers, and the beauty of it, if you think about the levels of success I've had with my books, do you think the career market is a big market or a small one? It's not, it's tiny. Tiny compared to other genres. And you know that because if you go into somewhere like Waterstones, have you ever had a look at the careers section? Or should I say the careers shelf? It literally is like one shelf for careers. It's really small. We mentioned earlier on about scratching the surface. So if you think about how big all of the other areas are. So yeah, people are always looking for jobs and careers, but it's not as big as some of the other areas. Business startup advice, do you think that's a big market? Yeah, it's a big market. It is a big market. Business startup and advice. Fiction is obviously enormous, especially, what about seasonal? Let's think about seasons. Do you think we can predict when people are going to buy our books more? Yes. Yeah, we can. So when would people be buying fiction books, do you think? Holiday. Around about now, August, early August, there'll be a spike in sales. So we need to think about these because we can plan ahead for promotions and pushing our books. I have quiet months. So think about careers. When do you think my busiest month will be? There's 2 really busy months, but one of them in particular. January. 4th of January or around about that time every year doubles. And the spike in traffic goes through the roof. I would imagine, when's your peak, Simon? Is yours January time? Or yeah. So it's based around new start, new year, New Year's resolution. I'm going to get fit. See what I mean? So as authors and self-publishers, we have to think about when our right time will be. Yeah, you're going to sell throughout the year, but you might have peaks when you sell more. And you might want to put your book out on pre-order for that period when you think there's going to be more traffic. And also the Google Planner tool will tell you on a little graph when the peak of traffic is.